Hey everybody, it's Anna K. Morris with We Play Everywhere, and I am coming to you from England this time. It's been a while since I've shot a video, and I recently wrote a blog post. I posted it yesterday, and so I thought I'd read it to those of you who don't like reading. So I'm going to read it to you here in just a minute. I wanted you to also know that I would love to see you at Yogaleena Yoga Studio in Houston, Texas this Saturday, February 13th from 2 to 4. I'll be back. I'm coming back especially from England. Derek and I booked our trip to come back early so that we could host the Unlocking Your Heart workshop. It's going to be a guided meditation as well as a heart opening yoga class, followed by a secret that I'm not going to tell you, and you don't want to miss it. That's all you want to know. So come and meet us from 2 to 4. The tickets are Yogaleena.com. You can find all the details, and I'll post it below. So without further ado, I'm going to pull up the blog and read it to you. So here goes. It's easy. For real. It really can be easy. Like, I mean your life. Do I actually mean that everything can be easy? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. If it's hard, then you are probably the one making it hard. This is exactly what I would say to a friend, coach a client, or share with a stranger in line at Starbucks. I am totally that girl. But I haven't been taking my own advice. From the beginning, We Play Everywhere has felt a bit off. Nothing awful, just one of those, like I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't feel quite right. I think I need a different size, kind of off. But it also wasn't worth breaking up over. You know what I mean? So I can remember the very beginning when I was trying to name this idea, this thing that kept showing up, screaming at me all the time. I want to play with everyone, everywhere. It was like this thing that kept happening. So We Play Everywhere's really expressed me and how I wanted to live my life and help other people live their lives. But because I'm a connector and also I really love creating communities, when I met with professionals to discuss my idea, they all said it sounded like a membership community. So I went with it. After all, I was talking to some of the best and smartest people in the startup world and in the world, I think. So I figured they would know more than me. And again, I wasn't really sure what felt off about it. So I started a membership community. Cool. But here's the thing, it always felt kind of hard. It felt a little like pushing a boulder up a hill alone. Sometimes there were moments when friends would come along and help, and we got pretty far and it was a lot easier. But then a lot of the times I was alone and there was no movement, just trying to hold it together and not get demolished by the boulder. Which leads me to this post. It doesn't have to be that hard. And where are you making it hard? This is the part where you start listening for yourself in my story. My sweet husband Derek says, "You can't see the forest through the trees." Man, is he right? I've been way too close to We Play Everywhere and totally in my own way. What I hadn't been able to see is that the business is actually me. It's not a paid membership of people wanting to play more in life, although it has been for 14 months and it was super fun. It's actually me, Anna K. Morris, leading the way, playing through life, and helping others to do the same. I wrote a post last week entitled, "It ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to." And I can see that what I've been answering to is I'm not enough and business is hard. So it has been. Because I'm not enough, I had to create a business other than me. And it felt a lot like hard work. I came up with a clever name, We Play Everywhere, and insisted that it was a membership community so that it wouldn't be me alone. Because remember, I'm not enough and business is hard. We did everything from pop-up yoga DJ happy hours to grown-up recess to weekly play dates to collaborating with local businesses to working with national businesses, to doing our own events, to scheduled coaching videos, to impromptu coaching videos, to expert interviews, to hiring business coaches, to taking out a loan, to writing new business plans. You name it, I've probably tried it. And you know what? None of it felt great because it was built on my foundation and belief system that said, I'm not enough and business is hard. This begs the question, where do things feel easy? I'll answer, but I want you to start thinking in your own life too. This stuff feels easy, like I could do it in my sleep. Number one, telling the truth so that people stop telling their ridiculous stories and get on with living their most authentic, lit up life. This is what we play everywhere really means. Some people call it coaching. I call it straight talk. It must be a gene I got from my recently deceased grandmother, Helen Georgia, who was the best at it. Thanks, Mimi. Number two, speaking in front of large audiences, getting them engaged and taking new actions in life, having them consider a new perspective and engaging with their peers in new, authentic ways. I love it. Number three, writing. I love it. Every piece of it. Even when no words are flowing and all I see is a blank screen, I love figuring out a way to make the words flow. I especially love editing. More, please. Number four, yoga. Teaching it, taking it, talking about it. I'm not so interested in the history of it, but the practicality and the everydayness of it, I love. Number five, meditation. Doing it, guiding it, creating it in unexpected ways for people who don't think it makes a difference. I love proving them wrong. And mostly, I love the benefits of meditation. Last but not least, six, creating workshops or play dates for communities. I've created a lot of them from scratch, and I realized that my favorite events were from communities that already existed and wanted me to come in and shake things up. I'm really good at shaking things up. My dear friend Liz Dederer says, money is evidence. Well then, let's talk money. I've made the most money with We Play Everywhere through private coaching and memberships for my monthly event that launched everything, Pop-Up Yoga DJ Happy Hours. That's the truth. Can't argue it. It's black and white in the numbers. So what about you? Where have you made the most money? When I made the most money in my life, it's a different conversation. It was my first couple of years in pharmaceutical sales in New York City. I got the doctors who were ungettable, the ones who wouldn't see reps at all and banned us from the offices. They were my specialty. I loved the challenge. I didn't have the best drug on the market. They were all pretty good, but I was the most positive and consistent rep around. I listened and I cared. I listened to their concerns, stories, problems, and I told them the truth. I told them that their staff was terribly rude to patients and they would go out of business running things that way. I told them that spending more time with patients would go a lot further than ordering more tests. I told them they should retire or quit because they're working themselves into the ground. You see, I didn't care what they thought of me. I cared more that they knew the truth. No one is too important to hear when something isn't working. And a lot of us don't straight talk people, especially not very successful doctors in Manhattan. That's why I made a bunch of money. It was my sweet spot, and it still is. So do you know your sweet spot? Where time slips away, or you've made a lot of money? Write it down. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. Last but absolutely not least, the thing I've been dying to share with you, and a little nervous to make official, I'm launching myself as a brand in the upcoming weeks. A new website is being developed right now by the amazing Christy Keever under my name, Anna K. Morris. I will continue to own and operate We Play Everywhere as it embodies my mission for my life and everyone around me. You will be able to book me for straight talk sessions, private workshops, and public speaking gigs. All the details will be on the new website. But for right now, I'm launching Straight Talk with Anna K. Starts next Wednesday and Thursday, February 17th and 18th. Sessions are $88 for 30 minutes. Not to worry, there's a quick questionnaire that'll tell me the topic, your question, and the backstory so that I can get in and get out. It doesn't need to take a lot of time in order to get amazing results. That's my specialty. So you can book right here. I'll put the link below. And anyone who wants to work with me will have the opportunity to also join the private Facebook group for support and connection with other like-minded people. Easy peasy. So there's the blog. If you didn't have your glasses on to read it, you can watch instead. I love you. Thank you for watching. Because you watch, you allow me to do what I love, which is curate this kind of sharing and then give it to you. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to go eat some curry.